system, we can design any PV in different software. ETAP is also a software. Today we will learn how we can design using ETAP software, ETAP. Okay, ETAP में electrical transient analyzer program. Okay. Yujasji, should I share my screen?
Yes, yes, please share your screen.
Okay. Yes. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. ETAP is a electrical transient analysis program. Here we will study here we can design an electrical system. Here we can so see what is the load flow in which branch, what is the work current, what is the if fault occurs, what will be the over voltage effect, what will be the overcurrent, what type of circuit breaker or what type of protection scheme we can apply here. Different types of scheme, many more. Traction system also we can design here. This is the software, ETAP software. Here we can do load flow analysis. Load flow analysis means what in which branch, in which circuit, what is the amount of power getting flow, and the short circuit analysis means if any fault occurs, single phase or three phase or any fault occurs, then what will be the short circuit current will flow through that branch. Then arc flash study. Arc flash study means if the circuit breaker breaks or circuit breaker makes or breaks, what will be the amount of flash? What will be the amount of flash will generate, and what a person should wear, and etc. We can learn from this arc flash study. Okay, motor acceleration. In industries there are different types of motors. Sorry, some background disturbances are there. In industry different types of motors are there. Am I clear or there are disturbances?
No, you are clear.
Many motors start instantly and many motors start very late. Then what we can in this software we can study what will be the effect of starting 10 motors or 100 motors at a time. What will be the effect of starting 100 motors gradually? First 10 motors, then other 10 motors, and gradually we will increase the switch on the motors. Motor acceleration, then harmonic, you must have know what is harmonic. Here we can study the harmonic analysis. Okay, transient stability means what is if any fault occurs or if any disturbance occur or if any abnormal condition occurs, then what will be the effect on the system? And many parameters here you can see. Here you can see many systems are there. Traction system also there. We can do contingency analysis. We can do battery management system analysis. We can do optimal power flow analysis, etc. Okay. This is just a overview of ETAP. ETAP has many more functions. Okay, we will do today. We will do a short program, a basic program in which we can design a PV system. Okay. Any doubt? Any one of you? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. If any doubt, you can raise your hand, or you can ask.
If you have any doubts, you can write in the chat box, or you
Yes.
can ask at the end of the session,
Okay.
so that एक साथ सारे doubts clear हो जाएंगे सबके.
Okay. अगर हिंदी में बोलना चाहेंगे तो हम हिंदी में भी बोल सकते, ठीक है? If anyone having problem in English language, then we can continue. First, electrical system means it is a combination of load, generator, transmission line, and substation equipment, load, large load, etc. Okay. Like in substation we have circuit breaker, we have CT, PT, and CT, PT you must have known it. All those equipment, all the combination of all those equipment is called electrical system. Okay. Transformers, etc. Then while designing a system, what we should consider? What is the voltage level? What is the load? What is the system? What is the source capacity? What is the load? What is the protection we should provide? What type of protection we should provide? What is arc flash analysis? What is relay coordination, and etc. And many more parameters are also there. We should consider while designing a system. In ETAP, let us this here you can see this one is DC system, DC parameters. We can drag it and drop it. Okay, this is AC system, this is DC system, and these are the parameters. Voltage relays, protection system, relay, CT, PT, etc. First, I will show you. This is grid. From the grid, we are taking the load. This is bus. You must bus where incoming wire and outgoing wires are connected. Okay. Incoming may be 1, 2, and infinity. Outgoing may be. There is no certainty about that bus. Bus means where incoming and outgoing wires meet. Okay. This is the transformer, and again bus, and again let us this is the load. Okay. Here we can directly connect them. This is called single line diagram. This is called single line diagram. Okay. You must have, this is the radial system from any, this one is grid, infinity grid. From that the transformer gets supplied, and from outgoing of this transformer the load, this load gets supplied. Okay, this one is the infinity grid. Assume that here the grid from which the load the transformer is connected is 30. Okay, and this one is short circuit MVA or short circuit KVA. Short circuit KVA means if anyone have read your power system analysis subject, then this is the short circuit analysis is required to calculate the fault current. If fault happens, then what will be the short circuit current. Okay, X by R ratio. Here I have taken an assumed value. There is no certain value I have taken. 33 kV from the 33 kV system we are getting supply. Okay, from to the incoming of the transformer. Here you can see transformer incoming became 33 primary. Okay, secondary, let us assume that it is 0.415. Okay, transformer is rated in MW or MVA? Can anyone answer? Transformer is rated in MVA or MW? Megawatt or mega volt ampere?
MVA.
Yes.
Transfer rating is always in MVA.
Yes. Thank you. I have taken I have assumed some value kVA, 500 kVA transformer is the impedance. It is typical. If you have the data, you can put it here for the X by R ratio, percentage Z. Okay, and if you have cap, you can give also. You can also give. If you have voltage regulator, automatic voltage regulator, also we can give. Okay, grounding also we can give, and many options are there. But for basic, we have the transformer primary, secondary, and what is the impedance and the resistance, X by R ratio, and what is the power capacity. Okay, I have defined transformer and load. Okay, here we can also rename. Okay, T1 in place of T1, I can write transformer. Have you seen? It's changed. Also, you can change the symbol of the transformer. Here there are different symbols. You can see I have changed the symbol of the transformer. Are you able to see? Similarly, we can also change the symbol of grid. Okay. Then, as per ANSI rule or IEC rule, we can change our symbol. Doesn't matter. Okay. As per your standard or as per required standard, we can change. We can also now we come to the load. By double clicking on the load, simple. We can also name it load. There are different types of load here. Motor type load, lump load, static load, etc. I have chosen lump load. Okay. Now I will give what is the one. I have given the 400. I have given 340 watt and at 340 watt of the load operating at 85% power factor. Okay, nothing else is required. If any other data we have, we can put for the time being. For the time being, we can yes. Anyone have doubt? Okay. For the time being, you can see this is the simple system. From the load, it comes to transformer. From the transformer, it is load. Okay. Now I am going for load flow study. You can see here. I am maximizing the system. Okay, you can see here how many. This is the what is the kVA? Here we can change it. Unit also it will mention what parameter you want to see. How many 0.566 ampere it is flowing here. Okay. What is the voltage? Also, we 0.34 kilowatt. Okay. have given very small value. We can change here. Here you can see what is the real power. It is the load is drawing. The load is drawing 337.9 kilowatt. Okay, and you can see here previously I have given 330 some watt. Therefore, that load is very small for the system. Now, when I have increased the load, you can see here in this bus 2, there is decrease in the voltage, bus voltage. How many? It is decreased by 1.55%. If I will further increase in the load, it will further decrease. This is a simple system. You must have learned it. Okay. This is the simple system. Yes. You can see here it is drawing 495.4 kilowatt. Now it is again dropped. I have missed. I have not used any one parameter, that is cables. If I will connect cable here, also there will be a reduction in voltage in every level here also, because the cables have also some resistive value. That due to that resistance, there will be reduction in power, there will be reduction in voltage, etc. Okay, understood? This is the simple system, the single line diagram of a simple radial system. Okay, understood? Now I want to add the PV system. Okay. Yes. Here you can see this is the array combined with a inverter. Okay. This is the combination of PV array and inverter. By double clicking this, here we have to give all our parameters, all our PV panel characteristics, PV array, what is the array, inverter characteristic, etc. Okay. Here in the library there are different types of. Here in the library there are different types of brand. You can choose any one. I have choose this one. I have chosen this one. Also, we can choose as per our requirement PV panel. If you have the data, let us assume that we have 315. If anyone can give me the data, I can give you solar PV panel rating. Yes, this one is one of the panel, 140 watt, 17.7 volt. $140 I can give here. 140 watt, 17.7 volt peak. Okay. Yeah. Then what other data? Total tolerance I can give 5. Okay. Alpha value. If alpha value is given, then you can put. Alpha value not given, you can assume alpha value 0.001 or I have given this data. Also, we can you can choose from the library Okay. Then PV array. Here you can see the one in series, one in parallel. If you want 10, if you want 10 in parallel, okay, or 10 in series, 10 in parallel with 10 in series, okay, then it is a 14 kilowatt system, okay, but 177 volt DC. I want to change it to 210 volt DC, 210 volt DC. Then I can change here. Yes, you can see here 212.4 volt DC and 13.44 kilowatt system. Okay. Yes, this one is 15 kilowatt system to approximately near to 210 volt DC. Okay. Irradiance also we can calculate as per longitude and latitude. Anyone can give your longitude and latitude. I am in Bhubaneswar longitude 18. 18.5, 20. Yes, 20.2. 20.2. Okay. 85.8. Okay. Then inverter. Here inverter I have given this. Here you can we can change it 15 kilowatt system, or we should give a higher version 20 kilowatt. Okay. DC to 10. Okay. Output kV. Output I want 0.0415. Okay. Grounded. We can give this one. Okay. It comes automatically. If I want to change any inverter here in inverter section, I have to change it. Okay. If any other data I have we have, then we can change as per our requirement. Okay. Then also cable we can add. Okay. Here it is converted to AC, then it is connected to grid. Understood or not? In this system, this one is the this one is normal system. This one is solar system, and solar system is connected with normal conventional system. Okay. Here we can do load flow analysis. If any error, error occurs, it will show us the data. Okay. Here you can see this one is the load flow analysis. Okay. Also, we can choose from library any system. We can choose from library, and array also we can choose as per our requirement. Okay. 24. We want to decrease it, then we can decrease. Okay. This one is 16 kilowatt system, nearly equal to 14.67, or if I am increasing this one, it increases. Okay. Then inverter. In inverter, we need not to change anything now. Okay. Any data you want, you can change it. Anyone having doubt? Okay. And also here a number of load we can add if we want a more load. Here we can add number of load. And there are different types of load. This one is motor load, induction machine, synchronous motor, induction machine, and motor operated valve. Okay, static load. There are different types of load we can connect here, and whatever required we can connect here as per our requirement. Here also we can connect transformer if we need. We can connect transformer here. Okay, because in some sector it is stepped up. It is generating at 415 and it is connected to the grid at 33. Let us assume that it is connected at this level. It means this bus is at 33 kV. Then we are generating at 415. Then we have to ultimately step up. Okay, as per our requirement, 415 to 415 to 3 kV. Then it will feed whatever data connected at the tail end. Okay, whatever system we want, we can change. Okay, anyone having doubt? Hello. Yes. Also, if I want a different array, okay, here I can show you. This one is the DC system. This one is PV array. Not here you can see inverter is connected. Micro inverter is connected, but here inverter is not connected. We have to connect inverter for the conversion from DC to AC. Okay. Also, in array, in library, there are different, as per our requirement, we can choose here array and whatever number of series, parallel, whatever. Okay, irradiance. Then in inverter also we can give whatever data we want. What is the capacity of the what is the capacity kilowatt? What is the output capacity? What is the input voltage? Output voltage. Here we can show. We can give. Okay. Also, this one will be told as DC system. This one will be DC system, and these are the AC system. Okay, this one is DC system. From DC we have to convert to AC. Then we have to. Then only we have to connect to AC system. Understood? This only we can design. Also here we can connect wind power. Also we can connect here DG. Okay.
Hi Surya, this is Siddharth here.
Yes.
I wanted to ask if we can combine DC and AC SLD here in this sheet.
Yes, no, here we have to give, make DC power flow, DC load flow calculation differently. and AC load flow calculation different.
Okay, so for DC load flow calculation, we need to have each and every individual module in place, or we can define an array and start.
No, doesn't matter. You can define and start.
Okay.
Here also we can connect one DG. If you want to, if the system has one generator and we have to connect it, then we can connect it, connect that with this bus. Then in generator, we can give what is the you can see here. Since it is connected to 415 volt kV system, 0.415 volt kV system is 415 volt system. Here automatically it comes to 415. We doesn't want. We need not to give the data. We only want to give. We only need to give the data. What is the kilowatt capacity? It will give. Okay. Assume that it will give 400 kilowatt at 85% power factor.
ये राज तो नहीं कल आओ तुम ना
Here, if we will not put any impedance data, it will show error. Here you can see, like in generator, we can get the data. Okay. In this system also we can connect wind system, wind turbine also we can connect here. Okay. Likewise, in the generator we have given the all the data. In wind also we have to give all the data. What is the megawatt capacity? What is the kVA? Okay. Then we can also get what is the contribution from wind, what no, etc. Understood? Anyone having doubt?
Surya, I did not get how do we integrate if we have DG and wind turbine and PV system as well. So, getting in place is fine, but how do we integrate with this bus system and transformer system you created?
I want to clarify that. Let us assume that a microgrid. Let us assume that in a campus, in our campus, we have the normal conventional supply from the grid. Okay, we have generator. Okay, then also we have PV system. Such system can be designed in this E-type. Then just like a microgrid.
Okay.
Okay, and also like if additional if we want wind system to be synchronized into our system. Okay, and then what will be the effect of the wind generator in our system if wind turbine is synchronized into our system?
Okay.
Okay. And here also we can get short circuit study if any faults occur. If any fault occurs, what will be the short circuit current in a bus? What will be the maximum short circuit current? According to which we will choose our protective equipment such that the protective equipment will not get damaged. Okay. Similarly, we can also here I want to show you that here there are fuse high voltage circuit breaker. We can give connect a high voltage circuit breaker here. We can connect a low voltage circuit breaker here. Okay. We can connect a low voltage circuit breaker here. Also, we have fuse. In the system. We can connect it and we can give. We can choose from the library, or if we have the data, we can give. Okay. There are different range of circuit breaker, different range of current rating. You can see here. There are different current ratings, different brand, and with different current ratings. If by default it is there, you can choose from that library, or we can choose from, or we can give our manual data. Here you can see rated ampere. What is the rated ampere? What is the rated kV? What is the minimum delay it should operate, etc. Okay, in circuit breaker, these data we should put it. In fuse, also we can choose on from the library. Okay, and also there are one system, that is cable. Here also we can connect cable and give the data. Which style from the library we can choose here. Here you can see, or you can filter. I have selected 50 Hertz system, and I want if I want to connect in low voltage system, I want this 0.5 kV system, 3 core or single core or 2 core, 4 core, whatever you want, we can choose. And what is the current? Here you can see mm square. Okay, size in mm square per phase. If I want 35 mm square cable, then we can choose directly. Here I can give length 100 meter. I can put it. Okay, everywhere we can add cable. Because in a large system we have to get what will be the drop in the transmission line and what will or distribution line, etc. We have to, if we want an accurate value, then we have to give the data for the cable. We have to consider the cable also. Understood? Therefore, in ETAP system, we can design, we can analyze the system, we can choose the proper protection system, we can choose proper cable, we can analyze what transient analysis and harmonic analysis, because because our load, inductive loads and inverters, etc., produces harmonics. Then what is the harmonic level it is producing, and what amount of filter we need, harmonic filter we need to cut it down the harmonic in the system, etc. Okay. Also, we can here do the star coordination. Star coordination means the tail end circuit breaker should that which we can give which circuit breaker will be tripped first, and which circuit breaker will trip next, and after that which circuit breaker will trip. We can give the timings. According to that, we can make a star coordination of the relays and circuit breaker. Okay. Hello, am I audible? Tejas ji?
Yes, sir, audible.
Hello. Yeah, बोलिए ना. Hello.
Yes, that's all from my side. And if anyone having question.
Surya, we understood the concept of ETAP software and the functionalities of ETAP. It would be better to see a single SLD, DC SLD for any given system. Let's say for a solar or wind system, it would be better if you can show us a single AC SLD.
Okay. I can show you. I have different.
And once I simulate a given circuit diagram, what are the outputs I can get? That also, if you can explain in brief.
And yes. One thing here is not there. That is charge controller like PVCs. Here we don't have any charge control. Hello.
Okay. Is there any possibility to add capacitor bank as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are capacitor bank as per our requirement. We can connect at any point. Yeah, I can show you. Just searching the file. I'm just searching the file. Here you can see this PV microsystem. This microgrid supplies power to the grid. 74 ampere. It supplies 74 ampere to the system. Okay.
It's a 500 kilowatt, 405 kilowatt system.
No. It is showing that the bus, this bus is operating at 405 volt.
Understood.
The rating is 415, but it is operating at 405 volt. It is showing the operating voltage. I can change here. I can what I want to see. I can change here. It can show what is the kilowatt it is supplying. What is the kVAR it is supplying. What is the kilowatt and kVAR it is supplying. We can see.
Okay,
You
and
can
what is
see
the output we get after simulating?
after.
So this system,
No, we can see if I am keeping it open. Okay, making it open. The mic I am making the solar system open, PV system
Okay.
open. Okay,
okay,
then you can see the due to large you can see what is the contribution from the grid or from this transformer, that is 1030 kilowatt. Okay, if I will close it, you can see it is 989. The rest is contributed from the mic. Also, you can see, sir, your previous question. What is the this one is the capacitor bank. Okay,
right.
this capacitor bank is supplying or balancing 211.5 kVAR reactive power into the system. Okay, to balance the reactive power. You can we can see here the total reactive power is 461.7 and the reactive power from the capacitor bank is 211.5. If I will make it open, you can see the kVAR rating.
Yeah.
Without capacitor.
So can we get energy readings out of this also, like PVSys?
No, sir. We can get energy rating. We can only get the real-time data.
Right. Can we get losses? So let's say if I am
Yes, losses we can get the line loss, transformer loss. That we can get. What is the efficiency we can get?
okay, and for a particular make, what would be the loss? For example, if I say for ABB inverter and Hitachi transformer, what would be the loss for a given inverter and particular transformer? So is it possible to get in this system?
Yes, sir. You can see here there is one efficiency level is one efficiency tab is there.
Okay.
That one that gives us the according to rating and what is the DC rating, what is the output. Here we can from that we can get the efficiency.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
what percentage of load? What is the efficiency?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other things?
Last question was, why do I use ETAP instead of PVSys, or addition to PVSys, why should I use ETAP? So what are the benefits of using this? In
As I told you, sir,
solar.
ETAP, yes. From solar point of view, only one thing is not available in ETAP, that is charge controller. Except those, any electrical analysis we can do here.
Electrical analysis, you mean to say instantaneous power related analysis, right?
Yes. What will be the effect? What types of protection system we should use? What type of relay we should use? What is the cable size we should use? Etc.
Okay, understood.
Harmonic analysis.
Yeah.
We can do harmonic analysis. We can do here because we are using inverter. Means there will be harmonic feed into the system. What we should do to control that harmonics.
Understood. Thank you, Surya.
Okay, sir. Any other
Okay
question?
then. Thank you.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Should I stop sharing? Should I stop sharing, sir?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
can stop.
Thank you.
And hello.
Yes.
One more thing I just wanted to tell you all. We are coming up with, apart from this webinar, we are coming up with 7 days offline course, which will be starting from next month, that is 5th of April. So I would like to share the agenda of that course. This is the agenda of the course. It is a solar install course. It will be from 5th of April to 11th of April. And in this, the total 7 days, we will 4 days will be classroom training and 3 days will be on-field training. And in first 4 days, we will cover all the aspects related to solar industry which needs to be covered in classroom. And fifth day, we will take you to our open area and we will allow you to install a plant on grid and off grid both. Okay. And you will get hands-on proper experience. We will teach you how you can install a plant, how you can inspection of plant, how you can do uninstallation of a plant. So here is the full agenda from right from day one. The timings are morning 9:30 to evening 6, we can say. So it is a premium course. In this, we will cover all the types of solar things like on-grid, off-grid, hybrid, or site layout, site survey form. In second day, we will cover all the business aspects, business module, OPEX, CAPEX, PPA, risk involvement, electricity bill analysis, costing of a plant, budgeting. And on second day, we will take you to a site visit in IIT Bombay. And on the third day, we will cover all the data sheets like module, battery, inverter. We will study in detail the modules, earthing, off-grid case study. We will take some case studies also. And on the fourth day, we will cover PVC software right from the basics. One whole day, right from morning 10 to evening 5, the whole day is dedicated to PVC software. And in-depth PVC software will be taught. And from fifth day morning, we will take you to road journey towards Pada village, where we have a site open area. There you have to stay for rest of the 3 days, and the complete breakfast, lunch, all the traveling expense, all the dinner complete will be from our side. There you will complete installation, testing, commissioning of proper brief introduction of a solar plant. And then we will allow you to install 3 kilowatt on grid and 1 kilowatt off grid plant. That you have to install by your own. You have to fix the inverters, inverter wire connections, and all that things need to be done from your side. Means with cable laying, interconnection, installation, all will be done from you. And string testing, etc., and all that stuff. And on the last day, question answer sessions and a brief introduction of what you have done in last. So this is a complete package, and we would highly recommend to you to, if you want to, or if you want to expand your business, or if you want to learn new things like installation, business, or designing, then you can contact me. So this course is in next month, 5th of April to 11th of April. Okay then. See you all guys. if anyone wants to, if anyone wants this more information, then you can contact me on my number. Or you can drop your number. We will arrange a call back to you